Okay, you guys, come on in. I'm coming in doing what I always do, fixing myself. But today's conversation is really going to be a deep conversation. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to come in. Yeah, I know I got something on my jacket right there, so we're going to try and hide that. But anyway, you guys come on in, the upper room, the upper room. I'm actually sitting here at the hospital now, and I decided to take some time out to do this interview. A lot of you guys requested that I talk about the young girls that's coming up missing here in the Chicago area. So as you're coming in, let me know if you can hear me okay. What's going on, Cliff Nelson? I see you. I see you. Y'all come on in. Be willing to tag, share, and invite. What's going on, Mr. Shannon Walker? I see you. Thanks for tuning in. As you guys come in, let me know if you can hear me okay. What's going on, Millie Hawkins? What's going on? Barbara Polk is in the building. I see you guys. So again, I want you guys to come on in. I got a couple of special people that I'm going to bring in. What's going on, Sister Turner? I see you. I see you guys. Let's talk. Let's talk about the killings and the stuff that's going on in the Chicago area, because it's a lot. It's a lot of madness going on. And again, yes, and it's also JFK. I'm with you. We still on that as well. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing, Adrian. Hey, what's going on, Tez? I see you. Got to talk to you. Got some stuff going on I want to share with you. So again, I'm gonna give you guys a chance to come on in, tag, share, and invite. Let's get this party started. Let me fix this phone line right here, see if we can get this thing going. So again, now, if for those of you all, if you're on this live today, and if you know of any of the young ladies that that came up missing, or if it's a family member, we definitely, had a couple of phone calls coming in, but one of them is my BFF. We got Miss Felicia Timms, Fifi, Queen Fifi in the building. As a matter of fact, a product of the west side of Chicago, a church member, very well known in the Chicago area. Also sitting here with Dion, a young guy that definitely no stranger to some of the young ladies. Dion, how old are you? 21 years old. So we definitely want to talk with you here and kind of, get your input on what you think is going on, as far as the young men and the young girls today. And if what you could actually say to encourage them to, first of all, be careful. And then secondly, some of the behaviors that may even attract men to want to do something to them. So I see we got Martin G. Johnson in the building. Hey, Martin. I don't know if you can tune in to the live, but I definitely, let me see if I can just add you. Got Martin G. Johnson, the Crimechaser, in the building. You say you're freezing? All that don't know Martin G. Johnson. Martin G. Johnson is the Crimechaser here in Chicago, and he's usually right on the scene when things are going on here in the Chicago area. So I'm happy to have him. So I'm going to kick it off right here with Miss Felicia. Felicia, being a product of the west side of Chicago, south side of Chicago, church member. Hey, what's going on, Martin? I see you. I'm sorry. Can you?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I couldn't hear you at first, but I hear you now.
Okay, well, Martin, give us a second because I definitely want to talk with you. Okay. But I'm sitting here with Felicia. And Felicia, I know that you mentor a lot of young girls just here on the west side of Chicago. You're no stranger to the south side. What would you say is really, really going on today? And if there's a solution or anything that we can do to help our young girls today?
First thing I'm going to say is the world is not the way it used to be when we were growing up. Young people do not take life serious like we do. It's not as easy to be out there walking around. You get upset at your parents easily. You wander off. You think you can just go off and do what you want to do, but it's real now. Is this millennium set of kids, and you need to know when you get upset at your parents, if you don't tell nobody but your best friend every step you make, so someone can know. I think when it's a problem when a young person can come up missing, and if a parent or family member say, "Oh, that's normal," on one day at a time, or 2 hours, or 3 hours, or 4 hours. I think if your child is missing 2, 3, 4 hours, you don't know where they're at, that's a problem. So and that's just how the world is today. And it didn't used to be like that. Young girls need to take this serious. If you see it now, it's on the news, it's out there. No matter if you mad at your parent, the auntie, the mentor, the friend, the sister, someone should know where you at all times.
All times.
Shouldn't nobody be missing you for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours and say that it's normal. That after your parents start looking for you 2 days later, that is not normal. That's not a normal way to live.
Okay.
Someone should always know where their child is.
And let me say this, Martin. I don't know if you can see this too. We see that it's a Brittany. Is it Caver? Somebody's still missing from the south side of Chicago. So if you got information or if you got a picture or something that they can put up about Brittany that's missing from the south side of Chicago, we want to help and try and do what we can to do. Martin G. Johnson, Crimechaser, man, I have a tremendous amount of respect for you because you're always on the front line, brother. And a lot of times you're there before the police even get there. What's going on, Martin? Come on, let the cat out the bag.
Let the cat out the bag. Well, I'm just going to talk briefly what I think. I think personally, whoever is kidnapping these young ladies, killing these ladies, they smart, they intelligent, they smooth, they blend in real well. My advice to any young lady, if you're not a runaway, if you truly been kidnapped and held against your strength or something like that, these people out here is either a pimp, it's somebody. We suspect the police, Dalton police. And the reason why we suspect the Dalton police, he worked in Dalton and he lived on that's who we suspect. You know, other people suspect another young guy, but I don't think he's intelligent enough to pull this off. When we find these bodies, I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. So Vera, I mean, I'm here and I'm praying for the families. I just don't know. I don't understand. I mean, this thing has been going on forever. Young ladies, stop jumping in these cars with these young men, with these fancy cars, with their nice gear, smelling good, dressing nice, and they offering you weed, drinks, pill, whatever. It's gonna happen.
LaDonna, let me just say this.
Go ahead.
You know what? I see somebody named LaDonna is on here saying, please help me find my daughter. LaDonna, is your daughter missing right now? If so, we would definitely want to help you find your daughter and bring you on. So LaDonna, if your daughter is missing right now, please let us know so that we can hear from you today. Martin, I'm sorry, but I saw her say, help me find my daughter. And I don't know if she's one of the ones that have a child missing, because if so, that's why we're here to do this. Go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupt you, Martin. I just want to share that.
Since the interruption came, now this has come to my spirit. Anybody out there that's listening to this live, if you have a missing daughter or son, feel free to reach out to me in my inbox. I will happily to post it on my platform. And I'm quite sure Vera will do the same. Please do that.
Absolutely.
It's free of charge. I do not charge. I will happily just make sure you have me a clear picture with a legible phone number, a working phone number, who we can reach.
Okay, so they say her daughter is missing. Okay. They say her daughter is missing. Michelle said that she's been following her. They are taking those babies' organs. The authorities has a lot to do with these cases. LaDonna daughter is missing from the south side of Chicago. LaDonna, if we can bring you, yes, Brittany is your daughter. Okay, LaDonna, we will bring you on the platform so that we can hear from you and we can get information and we can get leads. And I'm not sure if you're following Martin Johnson. For those of you all that's on here, if you're not following Martin Johnson already, make sure that you follow Martin Johnson because he's the Crimechaser. He's going to be out there.
Yeah.
For those of you all that's on here, if you're not already following me, make sure that you follow me. We're going to be doing a series of these broadcasts because we're going to do what we can do in order to, first of all, make it known, because a lot of times you're waiting to hear something on the news and you may not hear it on the news because the news may not cover everything. And sometimes these children have to be missing 24 hours before you even can file a missing child report. And I'm gonna tell you something, the first 20 minutes I can't find mine. It's something wrong, and we need to treat it as such. So again, if we can get you to come on to the live, we would like to hear from that mother. LaDonna, if you're able to talk, let us know if you can talk so that we can bring you on this live right now to hear from you. Martin G. Johnson, go ahead. Okay. The ball is in your court, brother. What you got to say?
Listen, as you know, Chicago, it's been a lot of killings out here. But right now, I mean, we're focusing on the women, the young ladies that's coming up missing in garages and alleys and things like that. So I need for the men to step up. Even myself, step up. If you see something that's out of the ordinary, pull out your camera, call 911, do something. Do something. Please do something. I mean, if you're seeing somebody being taken against their will, say something. Call 911, take a picture, take a video, do something. Please, men, we have to protect our women and our children. I'm speaking to black men in our black neighborhoods. I'm speaking to the disciples, the GDs, the BDs, whoever you are, whatever gang affiliation you are, your women, protect your women and children. If you want to be tough when it comes to that, protect them. Now, we're not talking about calling our women BICTHs and thoughts and all that. Go ahead, Vera. You want to say something? Did you want to say something, Vera? I thought you wanted to say something.
Now, on my end, I don't know. Can you guys hear Martin? Okay, Martin, you froze on my end, but it sounds like everybody, can you guys hear Martin, everything he's saying okay? You froze on my end. I don't know. Can you guys let me know if you can hear okay?
I'm here. I'm here, Barry.
Okay, you can hear. Okay.
Okay. So
keep going. I'm sorry, you froze on my end. Keep going, Martin.
Listen, I need all you guys that's in the street, special street, to be in the streets. Even when you see little children going to school in the morning. I mean, on a bus stop or on the way to school, anything. Be on the lookout. Please be on the lookout. On the south side, the west side, the suburbs. I don't care what side you're on, because we got a pervert, we got a serial killer out here that he have no regard for human life, and he must be stopped by any means necessary. And I'm gonna say that.
Yep, and you know what, Martin? And I want to say this: we can't be pointing the finger at one particular or two particular people and probably miss what's happening, because again, it could be something that's happening from a higher power, could be something that's happening from somebody that you could least expect. And I'm gonna tell you something, Martin. I remember months ago when you were talking about how these people were coming up missing, and a lot of people may not have heard that, but there are kids missing right now, and we've not seen it on the news. But again, we're going to bring this mother up, and we're going to give her a chance to speak.
Yeah.
That says she has Brittany missing right now, so I'm going to try and bring her in. Martin, stay close by, because I'm going to let her speak, and then I want to bring you back up to have some remarks on what she say. Okay? All right. So I'm going to tune you back in as soon as I talk to her. So I'm going to bring you up right now. Where is this mother at? The mother, make another comment so that I can see you. Hold it. Let's see where you at. I'm going back down so I can see you. But okay, here you go. Okay, so you know what? I see your comment, but I can't bring you in. I can't invite you on for whatever reason. You're going to have to try and invite yourself on. Try to invite yourself. See if you can add yourself to my live so that we can get information about Brittany. So we can get information about Brittany. If you guys know how old Brittany is, Mama, again, I want to bring you on so that we can share the information about your daughter. We want to know when the last time you've seen her. We want to know any ideas or any place we can look. So again, add viewers to your broadcast right here. Let's see if I can find her. Add viewers. Okay.
You got the request off. So now she can request.
Okay. She can request. Okay. So so you here. Let's see. Let's see if I can get you. Okay. So go ahead and try to request to come in. Because for some reason, I had it off. But try and see if you can come in. Try to request. LaDonna, I see you here. I'm even going to tag. Okay, so here you go. Viewer wants to be added. Okay, here you go. I see you. So we have the mother of young Brittany coming on, and her daughter is missing right now. So Brittany is 22, but she looks like she's 16. She was last seen on Augusta and Cicero. Got a call. She was coming home, but she never made it home. Lord, have mercy. Mother, I'm trying to add you right now. Thank you guys for this information. And then if you have any pictures of Brittany, we want to share those pictures. Mom, I'm trying to get you on this live right now. Not sure what's happening. Okay, so I'm still adding you, Mom. I'm not sure. You got to hit the accept button because I see that you're being added. Okay, I see you. Hey, LaDonna, how you doing, Mom?
Come get him so I can hear.
Can you guys hear her? Okay, let me know if you can hear the mom. Okay, Mom, this is your platform. Tell us about your baby. When the last time you seen us, and how can we help you?
I last seen Brittany Mother's Day. She left out. She said, "Mom, I'm going outside." I said, "Okay." That was it. By her being of age, the police, I could not do a runaway report or anything like that because she's 22. But it's not like her to disappear and not have contact with anyone. So that's what made me go out, make a police report. I'm passing out flyers myself. I'm basically doing everything myself. I'm putting it all over Facebook so that it can be spreaded through Facebook, and I'm getting different messages. She's over east with some old man. She's out in the hundreds. Now she may be out in the, it's just all over. And me being a single mom with 6 kids, it's hard. And I was like, every time I hear something, I try to jump up and run to see if that's even actually my child there. They're saying she's out west, and they're constantly finding girls dead out west. It's like, it's terrifying.
Okay, so on my end, you're cutting
and they're posting she's been found, and she's, I can't hear you.
Go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead.
And no, she has not been found. She's not home safe. She has been recently trying to call in and talk to people saying she's safe. But me being a mother, being put in this situation, my child will never be safe until she's home back in my arms.
Amen. Amen. So again, because our communication is kind of delayed, I'm gonna try and pick up. You said that she has made contact with someone to say that she's okay, and I know what you mean. She ain't okay until she back at home, because wherever she's at, it's not okay with you.
Correct.
As her parent. But is there any way to try and track her, or we can get know where the house is at? If we can
she's calling through Facebook. So if I guess her phone is off, so she can only call when she's around someone with Wi-Fi. And she's not holding a whole conversation. She's not being her regular chatty self. It's just that, hey, I'm fine, I'm okay, and then she gets off before anybody, where are you? And I have to go. So she's not telling us no location, out in the hundreds somewhere. That's the hundreds go a long way. I can only ride, you know,
Right.
I don't know exactly where to go in the hundreds to look for my child.
And here's the thing
And
is
just
that
because she's
as a
calling,
parent, you don't.
you know, she can message and say she's fine, but how do I know she's actually fine until I lay my eyes on her? Once I lay my eyes on my child, then I will know she's fine. Until then, she's going to stay missing. I'm not taking no ports down. I'm not taking no police report out of nothing. She's going to continue to be missing until I put my eyes and my arms on her. That's my child.
Can you look at Facebook right now in case she can see it or in case she's being held against her will? And as a mother, can you speak to your child and let her know that you need her back home, or even a plea to put an end to this today?
I've been begging for whoever has her to please send her home. I have with chest pains, and I've been in and out of the hospital stressing over Brittany. Everyone is telling her your mom's in the hospital, and it's like no response. She knows I have I have heart problems, and it's no response. That's unlike her. The last time Brittany was home and I had to go to the hospital, she cried because I had to get in the ambulance. So now for them to say I'm in the hospital and she's not responding, that's not my child. And no phone conversation is going to pacify me.
And I'm looking at some of the comments because it says that that it's crazy because an ex-boyfriend keeps saying that he used to be with her every day and speak with her every day and haven't heard from her. So I don't know if they're talking about your daughter. If you're talking about Brittany, let us know, because I know it's a lot of conversations, but this one just stood out for me. Somebody said
they said, did the mother and daughter have a fight? No, we did not have a fight. She bought me a Mother's Day gift. She said, Mom, I'm going outside. I'll be back. I said, okay, fine. We cracked jokes about her, you know, having my shoes. It was a joke. We laughed at it. She said, I'm going outside. I'll be back. I have not seen her since. So no, we had there was no altercation between me and my child.
And again, someone said that there's a phone number. Miss Vera Reed comments, someone said they got a number. Okay, so you know what, if we could come together right now.
Somebody said her cousin and she
Somebody said that the cousin got a phone call. Amanda. Okay, so whatever we could do, because this mother, I'm sorry.
It's coming through Messenger. She don't have a phone number. She's calling people through Messenger. But even with the Messenger, I don't know if that's my child. Somebody can have her phone and they can be calling saying that they're her so that we can stop looking for her so they can continue to do whatever they're doing to my child. I'm never going to be pacified with a phone call until I actually see my child. So whoever is calling saying that they is her, it's not going to work. I'm going to continue to look for her. I'm at this age stage where now I'm ready to start knocking on doors myself.
What area would you start knocking on doors?
At this point, I'm hearing 100. I'm hearing around 100, 101st. So I'm ready to about go to the hundreds and just start knocking on doors and passing out flyers.
Okay.
Helen Tyner has printed up 1,000 flyers for me to pass out, which is my cousin. So I have flyers to pass out. I didn't pass flyers out from 69th. From 69th and Loomis, 71st and Ashland, because those are the areas they said they seen her in. And I go there, no one have seen her or nothing. So I don't know. Now they're saying they seen her out west. I have family members out west looking for her. Now they're saying I'm hearing she's in the hundreds. I have people in the hundreds looking for her. I'm going to go look for my own child.
Yes. And how could people help you? Now, I'm going to be real honest with you guys. I took time off. I'm actually in the hospital right now, dealing with a very personal family issue myself. But I wanted, and I could not continue to let time go on without me at least using the voice that I have to help you guys. I'm a mother of 5 girls, and I cannot even imagine what you are going through as a mother. Vera, you should call the mother offline. You may not want to give too much information if she is in danger and they are watching. Okay. So again, at this point, and I do understand what this person is saying. So if you want to start knocking on doors and some of the stuff that you want to do, we may not want to discuss everything If you don't mind inboxing me your number, Martin G. Johnson is on here as well. So if you don't mind inboxing, because I do understand what the person is saying. We don't want to necessarily let the left hand know what the right hand is doing, but we are here to at least help you. And something has to be done because, again, as far as the mother is concerned, she still don't know what's going on with her baby. She don't even know if the phone calls that's coming in from her Facebook post, if it's actually her. So every moment, every second is one that we need to be concerned. And we'll share information offline, mother. I'm gonna stop talking. I want to give the platform back to you if it's something that you want to say. Again, to plead to your baby, to plead to whoever she may be with. Go ahead, mother.
I'm just asking that if anybody has seen her, know anywhere, any location of her, so just please bring her home. It's really too much. I don't know what else to do. I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, but at the same time, I feel like it's not enough.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
I just want her to come home. That's all. I just want her to come home.
Yes. Mother, please send me your number. Let us try and reach out to as many people as we can get you to help you, to support you. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your daughter. And again, let's help this mother. Thank you so much. Thank you, mother. You want to
Thank
share
you.
your face? Yeah, and what is your Facebook name again? Look,
LaDonna
LaDonna.
Tyner.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we got a couple of more people, and we're gonna try and give you guys a chance to come in. And then I'm gonna bring Martin G. Johnson back up.
They from the west side or the south side?
She said she got family on the west side, so I don't know exactly. LaDonna, what side of town are you from?
Oh, baby, is they from the west side or they from the south side?
Yeah, we want to know what side of town is LaDonna from, the west side or is she from the south side? Try to stay strong. And again, people, this mother needs as much help as she possibly can. I want to commend, it's a lot of people that's been out here trying to help, but, every case is different. Facebook name. Okay, we see you. Thank you. This mother need help. This mother needs support. She need flyers. She need footwork. She need door knockers. She's from the south side of Chicago. She need people sharing information. Somebody knows something somewhere. And every day, every second is one that she's not with her daughter, is one that, she's afraid. Now, and I can't much blame her. Yes, people are pleading for this young girl. If she sees it, go home. And if somebody has her against her will, the best thing that you could possibly do is to let that baby come home. It only gets worse. And letting the baby come home to be with her parents, to be with her mother, that's the best thing you can do. Young lady, if you're watching, don't send your mother. And if you're gone and if you're just somewhere on your own free will, don't send your mother through something like this. Her heart is hurting. She already has problems. Just at least go home. You guys could talk it out. And again, if somebody has this young lady's daughter, do the right thing and let that baby come home. And we begging you to do the right thing. Martin G. Johnson, I need Martin G. Johnson to come back.
That's what they sound like. Y'all saw that movie Traffic? That's what they sound like.
I'm trying to bring Martin G. Johnson back on. This person. Martin G. Johnson. Come back, Martin. God, we know all is possible. We give angels charge to locate this child to be back with her mom. Yes. And then there are other kids that's coming up missing. I'm gonna even give you guys an opportunity to talk to some of the a young man that's here today, because sometimes we want to speak to young girls and tell them things to just to be aware of. Martin, I'm trying to add you now. I'm trying to add you now, Martin. Do you see it, or what I need to do? Martin, accept the ad. And again, I'm Martin G. Johnson is always out here on the front line, daily sharing and caring. And I appreciate this brother. And again, we came together today to try and join, to do what we can do to make a difference. And each one could reach one, and each one could actually help the next individual. Because if it was any of us, okay, so let me, and I accepted it. Let me go back. I accepted the request, Martin. So let me go back. It said adding. Let me go back. So I came out of that, and I'm going to go back. Approve. Add. Okay, so it says adding. I'm on the Martin G. Johnson page. So I'm adding it, Martin. I'm not sure what's happening. And this is for all the young women. And first of all, we want to send our prayers to the young ladies that were found and that were found deceased. If any of you guys could reach out, and if you're part of the family, and if you got any way that we could come together as a community to still help the mother, to help the family members. The only thing we can do is do what we can do to help. So Martin, I'm asking. I'm trying to add you. I see that it says adding, but I'm not sure what's happening. I see that you're here, and I got add. It say adding on my screen. So let me try it again. I'm not sure what's going on. I see that. Let me try and add you again, Martin. Okay, Martin G. Johnson. Let me add it from right here. Add. Let me know if you can see it. Hello, everyone. My heart go out to the family of this missing girl. I love you all from Los Angeles, California. Thank you. The young lady, that mother who just came on, that was Brittany's mom. And we're going to tag her page and her name to help bring awareness to her. Let's see here. Martin, I'm trying to add you. I'm not sure what's happening. Send me an invite. Yeah, I did. I sent it already. I'm sending. It says adding right now. It says adding. I don't know that they shut me down from saying, because it says adding. I'm looking at it say add. Let me cancel that again. So I just canceled it. I'm just canceling it now. And I'm going back again. Send you an invite.
So they found these girls. So when they found these girls, they ordered something.
Martin, send another request. Send another request. It's not working on your end. See, you know what? And I'm going to tell you something. You can always tell when we come together as a force to be reckoned with, because strange things start happening. And again, I ban whatever evil or wicked spirit. No weapon that's formed against us shall prosper, because right now we're coming together as a unit, and we're going to put an end to these young girls that's coming up missing. To my understanding, I've seen a lot of African American young girls coming up missing, and we putting an end to there. They're blocking him. You trying, and I just been accepting you. Okay, so here it won't even let me. Okay, so now let's see if this person can come in. So here goes somebody else that I'm trying to add. Let's see if they let this person in. Somebody else just sent a request to be added. And I just hit the add button just like I did with you. Let's see if it let them come in. Because I'm going to tell you something. That's why we got to start paying attention. We got to wake up. We get so caught up in fighting with each other. But we got to learn how to come together because these are our young girls that's coming up missing from our hood. And we pointing a finger and ready to fight with each other when we really don't know what's going on. And I'm going to tell you something. Trust no one. Don't trust nobody because we don't know what's happening and we won't know what's happening until it all comes out. But right now, as a unit, as a family, the most powerful thing we can do is come together in prayer, and then we can come together in numbers, and we can put some footwork and some support behind every parent that has a child that's missing. We all we got, and we got to come together. This is the time and this is the season. So I don't know what's happening because people are trying to be added. Facebook is not letting me add anybody else. I'm looking at the ad on my screen, but it's not letting people come in. Let me try it again. I'm approving. Okay, so Turner, I'm trying to add you now. Let's see if it. And for the young ladies, okay, so Turner, it lets you in. Okay, so
Yes.
okay, go ahead, Turner, speak. I'm gonna try and get Martin G. Johnson back on. I don't know what's happening, Martin, but it just let this Turner lady, Miss Turner. Turner, go ahead. What you got to say?
I think it's sad what's going on with these young people today in the city, in our world, because our children are our future. And these things should not be happening. And I'm praying for that mother. And I'm praying that they find that young lady safe. Because it hurts, man. It hurts. Every time you turn around, something is happening to our young women. Like that Kanika Jenkins. I cried. Because I got family in Chicago. That could have been my little
Okay,
cousin or my little
thank you
niece.
so much for that comment. We appreciate you. I'm gonna try and get. Thank you so much, Miss Turner. We appreciate you. Okay, so let's see. I love you right back. Love you right back. Martin G. Johnson. I'm trying to add you again, Martin. Connecting.
All right.
Martin.
Right. It just
All
popped
right.
up. Just popped up. Just popped up.
Come on, Martin. What's going on? I know it's a lot. I know you got a lot to say. What's happening?
Hey, the devil is busy. He's busy. But hey, listen. I'm glad we came together to put both of our platforms together for this young lady and for any other parent that's out there that have a missing child or a child that has been killed. I want to say to the young lady, Jess, she did reach out to me on Facebook, and I did post a picture up on my Facebook page about a missing child. So I'm willing to do it again, at least maybe once every other day or something like that. But I was reading a comment, and it may sound a little negative, but one brother said it's time for start having curfew. We need curfew. Some of these parents, please enforce the curfew right now until we get over this hump right now. We need curfew for our young ladies. Young ladies, don't be their friend, be a parent. We need curfew to some of these parents. And I'm not referring to the young lady because I understand that her daughter is grown, 22 years old. But if anybody that's holding her hostage against her will, you will be dealt with. You definitely will be dealt with. That's not right. This mother, she's crying out for her daughter to come home. You let her go. Let her go. Please, I ask you, coming from me, please. But Vera, I appreciate you. I appreciate your platform. Who their friends are. Kind of observe their social media. I'm just telling these things that can help us if something ever was to happen to your child or my child. So I mean, I'm on alert. I'm watching everything. I ain't trusting nothing right now. You have anything to say about that, Vera?
Martin, you know what, brother, I'm with you. And again, I'm a mother of 5 girls. And when I tell you it hits home, it hits my heart. And as a mother or as a family member, I wouldn't want to see anybody in this situation, but we do have to cut back. I highly recommend, like you said, Martin, this is not the season to try to be your child's friend. Um, and
room or something. This just not the season to get mad at your daughter, your granddaughter, your nieces, and put them out your house and stuff. And now they out walking the streets. And then when they come up missing, then you regret it. Then you upset. You hurt. You get upset at them, send them to another room. You go to another room. But this ain't the time to be getting upset at your child and putting them out the house, telling them you got to get out of my house. You got to take your baby and go. You got to get out of here. And then later on, you regret it. That's not the time to do that.
And I agree with that. First of all, let me speak to the young women. Young women, we do realize that sometimes your best friend and your worst enemy could actually be your mother. But as a mother, here right now in the hospital with my mother, there is no greater love. There is no better friend. And there is nobody that knows you better or loves you just like your mother, because we don't always have to agree. And sometimes you guys kind of smell yourself a little bit. You kind of, get out here with these young men and you feel like your mother could actually be your enemy because you kind of smell yourself. And we all been there. But I guarantee you, when it's all said and done, the only person that's going to really walk on cold for you is your mother. The only person that you can always come to, even after you may have, kind of been disrespectful, kind of did things your way, you can always come to your mother. Your mother going to always have an open heart and open arms for you. And a lot of times mothers don't want their daughters to make the same mistakes that they've made. So again, we're not passing judgment on any child. We're only saying that if this is your situation, mothers, don't drink with your kids. You can't be out here smoking with them, and you got to put your foot down in order to keep our kids alive, because the street is not their friend. The other thing I'm gonna say is that watch the company that they keep. I've always had a rule. My kids were not able to spend the night over anybody else's house. When it was time to sleep, you slept at home. My children, the first time they got a chance to spend a night away from home is when they went to college. And even then I was trying to monitor how they were sleeping in college. The other thing that I'm going to say is, when I say watch their friends, not just the boys that they keep, watch the young ladies that they hang around. Because the young boys, they, especially if the young boys are the ones that's out here selling drugs and shooting other young men, don't think that they so much your friend, because if they can kill their friend, they can also kill a girl as well. And then also watch the young ladies, because everybody that hang around you are not necessarily your friend. There are some young ladies that's close enough to you, but they're envious and they're jealous. So I'm just speaking on some of the things that in this season, as young women, we need to be aware of. And I got a young guy right here now that I'm a young guy. He's away in school, and I want him to share with us. If you could just talk to some of the young ladies right now as a young man. First of all, what is your name?
Dion Duff.
Dion Duff. And you're a senior in college right now?
Yes,
senior in college. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. If you could look at some of the young ladies here now and you could speak to some of the young ladies and tell them about things that they can do to stay safe, um, things that they're doing that may actually put them in harm's way. Is it anything that you can think of off the top of your head? And I'm sorry to throw you in there, throw you out there like that, but is there anything you can say to young ladies right now?
Um, it's always hard to always stay safe, but there are many things that you can do. There's pepper spray you can have, a pocket knife, and whenever you go outside, always let somebody know what you're doing and where you're going. Nowadays, everybody wants to be secretive. Everybody wants to grow up and be an adult faster than what they need to be. So they tend to push away from. They tend to push everybody else away just so they can live their life.
Wow, push everybody away so they can live their lives. So, what now? And you may know, you may not know, but what are some of the things that the young girls are actually doing to today, that makes them so vulnerable? I mean, do you know, do they got curfews, or I mean, are they just out here?
Uh, I don't know too many that have curfew, but they hang out with the wrong crowd of people, and then birds of a feather flock together. So if you hanging out with somebody else, that person they're hanging out with may have bad company, and then it's always somebody else that's watching you. So it's always best to keep yourself safe. If you go to let's say if you go out to a party with one of your friends, and one of your friends drift off, and you're just there by yourself, not safe at all. It's always good to go with a group of people so that you always feel safe. If you don't feel safe in the environment, it's best to get out of that environment.
Get out of that environment. Okay. And
What?
And again, I can't even make this stuff up, you guys. Martin, go ahead, Martin. I see you listening. You got something to say. And again, if there's anybody else on here, and if you got a child that's missing, we want to share pictures on this post. We want to tag. We want to know who you are so that we can follow your story. We want to know when you go and knocking on doors. Again, if you guys are not already connected with Martin G. Johnson. Martin G. Johnson is one of the most powerful men I have ever ran into, both on and off of social media. This brother is dedicated to sharing information, to helping and supporting people. And you guys don't see me really connect with a lot of people, but I'm going to go back. Even in the beginning with the Kanika Jenkins case, for those of you all know about Kanika Jenkins, you heard me mention Martin G. Johnson. And I ain't never stop mentioning that name because that's a brother that I know that's always out here on the platform day in and day out. Is always helping, is always sharing important information. And Martin, I appreciate you for, again, for doing what you're doing. And I'm glad to be working with you.
Okay. I want to thank you so much, Vera. I'm just giving all praises, honor to God. I mean, it's from the heart. You know, it's not to pay because I'm not getting none. But I want to say this to the young ladies that's growing up, feeling themselves and things like that, that probably don't have a father figure in their lives and things like that. Be careful. Friends, they come and go, but your sisters, your brothers, your mom, your dad will always be your relative. Friends come and go. So be careful, be careful, be careful. We're not on here trying to preach and tell you what you can't do, you shouldn't do, but I'm just telling you, just please be careful. Don't be jumping into cars with people that you don't know. I don't care how good he looks, what type of car he drives, or what type of drugs, hard drugs, soft drugs, or alcohol that he's offering. Trust me, there's nothing in this world that's free. Trust me, there's always a motive behind everything. So just be careful, young people. And that's all I'm going to say. Thank you so much, Vera, for your platform. We will continue to work with each other. As I say, any parent out there that have a missing child, you feel free to reach out to me in my inbox. I will be so happy to post it on my page. I will do that. They don't cost you anything. Nothing. I don't want nothing from you. I don't have to know nothing about your child or nothing. Just give me the information and I'm going to put it up there. But what I do ask you, once your child has been located, please let me know so I can say she's found or he's found. Go ahead, Vera.
And I was going to say the same thing with me, Martin. I'm the same thing. Ditto to what Martin said. I'm a ditto that. You do the same with me. And and even if we have to use our platform to put you on to plead for help and to get it across, we will connect with other leaders. We will connect with as many people as we can to get your story heard about your daughter and to share information and leads to help you find your baby. And we're not just asking to do it from Chicago. We want people to do it all around the globe, because you know what? Some people may be slick and decide that, okay, Chicago working together. So we want to be able, whatever city, whatever state you're from, take it serious there too, because guess what? Even the surrounding states, Indiana, Kansas, Michigan, wherever. Let's share it. Ohio, share it around.
I agree. Thank y'all for listening. I've got to go.
Somebody said, thank you, Martin. I want to say what this young lady said. I cut everybody off because when I was raped, nobody did nothing. My child is missing and she is in the care of children's services. I cut everybody off because when I was raped, nobody did nothing. My child is missing and she is in the care of children's services. Wow. Your child is missing right now? How old is? So are you saying she's missing because she's in the care of children's services, or are you saying that she's missing from the care of children's services? So she's in the care of children's services, but somehow they misplaced her, or she's missing? Let us know what you're talking about so that you're from Ohio. Baton Rouge. Okay, thank you. Okay, you guys. So again, Martin, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. And for those of you all,
peace out, people.
All right, bless you, Martin. So for those of you all that's still on, and if you got a child that's missing, please share the information. Let people know. I want you guys a favor and share the video. We've lost a lot of young ladies here in Chicago, and there are still some ladies that's missing. Again, my prayer and my heart go out to the families of the deceased young ladies, and even family members that's on here. And if you know what's happened, if you could share that so that we could at least have an idea if there's anybody that's in custody. We want to share that information, because as much information as we share, and that stops us from pointing the finger at one or two people, and let us know, okay, well, hey, we got somebody in custody. Or if we have nobody in custody, then at least we need to know that. Yes, ma'am, she is 9. She is, and she ran away from Ohio. So your baby is 9 years old, and your baby is missing right now at 9. Do you got any help or support, or is this? Let me see. Let me just see if this is a real page. I don't know. Yes, ma'am. She's 9. She ran away from Ohio. Okay, if you can come on live, we would like to hear from you. So again, you guys, we're talking about the young girls that has been missing here in the city of Chicago, and they're saying that it is a serial killer that's here, and that's doing crazy things to our children. And we want to help as many people as we can. We know that there are some that have kids missing, but if you don't see it on CNN, if you don't get the Amber Alert, then, it kind of goes swept under the rug. So we want to use our platforms to help as many parents as we possibly can to get the word out. So you guys on this post, use this post to share information. Use this post if you see someone. If you could share a picture, if you can share a video, if you can share a location, let's use this post so that we can help to help bring a child home. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If it was any one of us, we would want everybody doing what they can to help us, and that's all we can do. No matter where you're at, no matter where you're from right now, even sharing the video it helps. And again, I want to speak to the young ladies out here. It's and I'm trying to stay as positive as I possibly can, but it's time out for all of the drugs, the sex, and sex now is, a lot of these young girls are doing things that I can't even imagine. And ladies, it's not worth your life. A lot of y'all want to turn up, and again, it's time to turn down for a minute now. Turn down, get your life, keep your circle small, and the best thing that you can do is wherever you're at, let somebody know where you're at and who you're with. And every time you make a move, let them know who you're making a move with. That way somebody knows something. Cannot let this stuff get swept under the rug. And again, people, let's not keep looking at each other and fighting each other and miss the biggest fight. And it may not necessarily be against each other. It's certain things that we have to stop doing in our community. One of the things is we have to stop hating on each other. We got to stop killing each other. We got to stop judging each other so harshly. And we must put ourselves in a situation where we can help one another. So again, you guys, I promise you I can't make this stuff up. I'm actually here at the hospital, but I've gotten so many requests to come and do a live that I decided to just step into a room and do a live. But I'm literally in the hospital right now doing this broadcast because, we all got something that we're going through, but sometimes it's not necessarily about what you're personally going through. It's what you can do to still help somebody else as they're going through. So again, you guys, I appreciate you. Tag, share, and invite other people to watch this broadcast. Let's pull together no matter what we're personally going through and help somebody else. It's time to wake up, people. It's time to wake up. I'm out of here, you guys.